Hello, my friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I make Affinity fun and easy to learn. If you've not subscribed to my channel, now is the best time to hit the subscribe button. And make sure you turn on post notifications so that you don't miss any videos I'll be dropping anytime from now. In this video, I'll be showing you how to use the duplicate command inside of Affinity Studio and also how to duplicate objects around circles and other objects in perspectives. So as you can see, I'm inside the interface. So in case this is a 1920 by 1080 pixel, right? This is a blank document. As you can see, I don't have anything else going on inside of this interface, right? So to start off with, let's work on duplicating, right? So the first thing you need to know is that duplicate, when you know how to duplicate well, it can ease your project, it can ease your task inside of the software, right? So for instance, I'm just going to start off by using my ellipse to illustrate this. I'm just going to draw a simple shape like this, right? Now for yours, if you have yours like this, you might have something like a stroke around it, right? Maybe you have a stroke, so you can just come and click here. Or the easiest way to get rid of that, if you have a stroke like this, you can easily just come here and select none, and of course you can get rid of your stroke that way. So you've drawn a ellipse like this or a circle, so you want to duplicate it. Now the first method you can use is by holding Alt and dragging this down here on your layers panel. As you can see, when I drag this out, you can see that I have a duplicate, right? Let me Ctrl Z this. I have just one shape. Another way to do this is if you press Ctrl C, that's Command C, and Command V. That is the traditional way of copying and pasting. And you can see this is what I have. But most times you need to speed up your design workflow and you need to work with time when you're working on a time-based project. So the best way, or one of the ways I find fast to do this, is hold down your Alt key and you can drag out like this, right? Make sure you're holding your Alt key, then you can release your mouse then before you release the Alt key, right? And most times when you drag out holding the Alt key, it doesn't stay on a straight line. So for you to maintain the straight line, make sure you hold down Shift, you can see, so you can constrain it like this at these various angles. You can see various angles, right? But I'm going to use mine like this, and I have this going for myself, right? So another way to actually duplicate now, we call this power duplicating. Now the power duplicating features in Affinity lets you duplicate several objects by yourself. Now this is the way to get this done. So when you have your shape, you have a primary shape, of course you see that it's just one shape here. Now to power duplicate, the first thing you need to do is hold down your Alt key. Like I told you, you can bring this out and hold down your Shift key. Now when you do this, when you have this in place, you can press Command J or Ctrl J to have several copies of this. Now this comes in handy when you want to duplicate. For instance, you have this here, I can just Ctrl J this, or I want to have copies up, I can just bring this up and Ctrl J or command this up, right? So you can see that it makes the whole process fast and easy. So it's something to keep in mind. Now, for instance, if you want to create something that looks like a blend, like a blend, you can start from maybe going from big to small like this. You can also do this using the duplicate command. Now you're going to do this differently. So when you hold down the Alt key and you move this out, make sure you're holding down the Shift key. When you get to this point, you can choose to make this smaller. And when you make this smaller, you can then press Ctrl J, and you can see it's going to make the sizes smaller as you keep duplicating, right? So this is something to also keep in mind when you want to duplicate, right? So I'll do that again. Hold down your Alt key, hold down the Shift key also. Make sure you release your mouse first before you release any of the buttons. Make this smaller, slightly smaller, then press Ctrl J, and this is what you have. So you might want to pause and practice what you have just learned now, and pause this video, practice, and then come back. That's how you learn effectively, right? So moving on, I'm going to show you how to duplicate objects around a circle, 360, and all that. Now, to make this illustration work, I'm going to use a different shape. So click on the shapes tool. You can see that Affinity has different shape. Now I'm going to use this triangle to illustrate this. So I'm going to draw a triangle. It's not going to be perfect. Somewhere around here is good, right? I'm going to flip this. So come here under transform, and I'm going to flip vertical like this. I'm going to put it in place. I'm going to also have a ellipse or a circle at the middle like this. I'm going to follow these midpoints, draw a circle. I'm going to make this a different color, and I'm just going to make sure it's at the middle of this. You can see the lines is indicating that it's in the middle, right? So I'm just going to make this smaller, and I'm going to extend this somewhere midway through this, right? I'm going to move this closer to like this. So what I want to do basically is to make sure that this thing goes round this circle. So how do you achieve it? Now, if you've suggested going this way, it might be right. But the first thing you need to do is, if you want this to work, make sure when you're selecting the object, make sure you come up here where it has shape tool settings. Click on it and make sure that enable transform origin is activated. Now, when it's activated, you can see that you have a small dot inside the middle here. So what you can do is make sure you bring this down and make sure it's in the middle of the shape you want it rotated around. You can see that it's in the middle here, right? So that's the first step. That's the first thing you need to do. Make sure you click this and make sure this is enabled, right? So the next thing you need to do is make sure you press your enter key. Make sure this shape is selected and press the enter key like this. And what you're going to do here is very, very simple. You're going to first start here by having duplicates, right? So I can say I want 15 duplicates of this same shape, right? Now, this is the best part. In rotation, you're going to put 360 here, and we're going to put divide. That's a divide sign. And make sure you put the same number of copies that you want here. Let's say 15. And when you're done with that, you can easily see what you have done. If you click out here, somewhere here, you can see that it has duplicated it around the circle, right? Now you might want to say 15 is too much. Let's do 10. So when you change this to 10, make sure you come back up here. You can see it has reduced it. Make sure you put the value 360 divided by 10. And when you go up here, this is what you have, right? So when you're done, you are sure that you are okay with this. You can click OK like this, and you're done, right? Now, if you want to adjust all of these things, very, very easy peasy. Make sure you click here and here that says transform objects separately. So you can hold down your shift key. Before you do that, you can select all of them and you can pull this in or outward any way you want it. You can have it this way any way you want it, right? Or you can choose to want to rotate this. You can see that rotating it is giving something else different from what we have. So you can make this work for yourself basically. So this is how to duplicate in Affinity Studio, and also how to duplicate around objects, right? So if you found this helpful, make sure you click on the thumbs up and like this video. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.
With over 1,000 premium fonts, over 100 high-quality PSD flyer templates, over 700 icons, over 3,000 premium stock photos, 3,000 plus high-resolution backgrounds, 1,000 plus 3D and PNG assets, editable PSD templates, and lots more. If you're a creative designer, UI, UX, or web designer, the Smart Designer's graphics assets will make your life much more easier.